Hey guys, welcome back to another video of SAO, and today I'm going to be showing you guys a build that I personally find really fun. It's called my Jack of all trades build. And so pretty much what this build is, it consists of an offensive capability, a defensive capability, a healing capability, and a debuff capability. And you're probably wondering, well, how can you combine so many different metas into one build and it not just fall apart? Well, that's just because of the way that my stats are set up. So if we go in here and look at my status, you can see which my stats have not been updated since I was 250. But as you can see, my stats are currently with strength at 176, vit at 200, int at 193, AGI at 150, dex at 226, and luck at 107. What this allows is me to use my self-type D and my HGBTS3, or however you pronounce that, sorry for mispronouncing it. It allows me to dual wield both of them, which is really good for this build, especially for the fact that I can dual wield the Sylph, because it is partially meant for PvP. So now, if you look, I have 10,460 HP, and I have 3,900 defense, which I'll kind of explain why this is not totally meant for a solo PvP match, but will technically be okay if you ended up going into one with this build. But so if we go into here now, and we're going to look at skills, sorry. As you see, my role is support, and that's because of the skills that are actually on my AR, I'm pretty sure. But as you can see, I currently run on my handguns. I run Omni Vanitas 2, Enhanced Gadget 4, Human Fortress 1, and Armor Form 4. I use Human Fortress 1 instead of 4 because when you apply Human Fortress 4, or 3 or 2, you have to use it before your armor form, or else it will override whatever armor form you have and lower it by one grade of the Human Fortress level. So if you apply Human Fortress 4 after Armor Form 4, instead of having Armor Form 4, you'll have Armor Form 3. Use Armor Form 4 and then use Human Fortress 3, you'll be downgraded to Human Fortress Armor Form 2. If that makes sense for any of you watching. If not, then leave a comment down below and I'll kind of try to go into more detail and be more precise on how that works for you. But then, now for my assault rifles, this is where the real kind of magic comes into play. I currently run AED shot 1, because there's only one AED shot. Whoop-de-doo. Game mechanics and stuff. I don't get why they named it AED shot 1. We were never getting a second one. But then we have Healing Field shot 4. This allows me to heal up myself or anyone pretty much to full health. Now, this is where the next magic comes into play. I got Nanotech Boost Shot 3. Now, technically, with the stats that I have available, I could upgrade that to Nanotech Boost Shot 4. But I'm going to explain why I'm a tad bit not wanting to do that with this build whenever I go to upgrade the stats later on. And then I also have Armor Break Shot 4. Now, this is like key factor in PvP if you're going to play solo. You need to get this off. If you don't, you might as well have just thrown in the towel. This build, or at least in how Xbox and PC are, or no, not PC, PlayStation are played, everyone's just gonna have killed you by the time that you try to get this off, if you miss it the first time. So Another suggestion that I have, in case if you're afraid of missing that one, is instead of Nanotech Boost Shot 3, I don't currently actually have it bought. Instead of Nanotech Boost Shot 3, you can use Power Break 4. And instead of that, if you really only want to use one and you have DLC 4, you could essentially use Viral Shot 4, which I don't have anything against. I mean, really, as of right now, I don't see issues with Viral Shot. It's just mine's not currently high enough level. Mine's at like level 2, so it's not worth using on this build. And then as for gadgets though, I use First Aid Kit 2, Anti-Element 2. I have another First Aid, but if you have DLC, I mean, you could also use a Resurrection Kit. It's pretty useful in PvP. And Metamaterial Camouflage. I always bring on my build, pretty much, always, Metamaterial and First Aid Kit 2. Pretty much always. And if I can't have access to First Aid Kit 2, then I always at least make sure that I can bring First Aid Kit 1. Because First Aid Kit 1 is definitely worth having if you don't have First Aid Kit 2. And as for accessories, well, I guess I'll go ahead and show you what I bring. I bring my Promise Ring, which has 147% HP recovery and 147% of max HP over 1 minute, and plus 5 int. I mean, the int part of it hasn't become a necessity yet, so I haven't upgraded it. And now, of course, with as of DLC 4 being added and the pack giving you the Dombo head, I obviously had to get it, so I moved my chips from another accessory onto the Dombo head, but my other accessory is the Dombo head with... So I did not realize at the time of recording that my recording software failed to grab the fact that I said that I run with 138% HP over 1 minute and 138% HP recovery. So I just wanted to add this in here so that way you guys knew that that's what I ran with, and also the fact that I am sorry that this had to be like this, and I will not let this happen again. It's just a one-time mistake that ended up happening. Let's go test this build out in the field. We'll go test it. You know what? We'll go to the White Frontier. And we'll even go to... we'll go to the Frozen Planet. Pretty much, you might take damage out here as of this DLC because the enemies are a lot tougher in terms of defense and attack, but this build still packs quite a defense. And remember, this build has not been upgraded since I've been level 250. So now if I just do this, and my AI is running a nano, and see, my AI shot off a HP recovery, which I just stacked with First Aid Kit 2. And if you see, I am provoking this spider, but my health is just regenning faster than it attacks. Like, I don't even think that explosion did anything. And now if I really want to, I can go like that, go like that. My silks aren't really made from mechs, so this is like probably the worst part of the map to come into a fight at. Oh god, yep. What? Corpse Sniffer, be my guest. Come on. Come on. Yeah, see? Corpse Sniffer does nothing to me in terms of my health regen. Like, my health regens quicker than Corpse Sniffer can deal it back out. But pretty much, yeah. And if any of you are wondering about whether or not this DLC that I am currently on the field of is any like good compared to the other ones, let me just say I believe it's better than any DLC that we've gotten for this game so far. Just my opinion. I wouldn't say that just because of the characters or the fact that we get more skills or anything like that. No, I say that because of the fact that there's more content. It feels more worth it. It honestly does feel more worthwhile than the other ones did. Okay, I want to end the video though. Can you, like... Thank you. Just sit down. Well, so pretty much that's an example of what this build can do. I will have more videos coming out later that will be a little better set up than this. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and if you like, leave a comment and stuff down below. And actually, I do have a question for you all. Oh god, someone's watching. What is your favorite gun? Favorite gun in the game altogether.